Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Justin. Justin is from Pennsylvania in the USA. So let's see what Justin has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
Hi, how are you, William?
Hello, Justin. I'm very well. Thank you so much. Thank you. And sorry for the delay a little bit. Sorry.
Oh, that's quite all right. I had an appointment before this that ran over, so no problem.
Justin, so tell me, how has your day been so far?
It's been good. I'm out in Pennsylvania where it's springtime, so all the allergies are out now. So besides feeling like in a daze and congestion, I had a really good day today. I got some personal thing. I had a therapy session that I completed, and just trying to improve myself, in a lot of different ways.
Amazing. Actually, in London as well. In London is a spring now, so a lot of people as well. They are started complaining about the pollen around. People get so it's quite normal during this time of the year.
I want to thank you for picking me for this too. I was like, oh my God, I get picked for this YouTube thing. I've never done anything like this before, so I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you so much. No, the pleasure is all mine. Thanks so much for taking the time. I think nowadays we are so busy with our own lives that when somebody gives their time to you for some reason, I think it's a gift. I appreciate that. So thank you so much.
Oh, yes, of course, anytime.
Justin, so tell me, where are you from?
Well, I actually grew up, I'm in Pennsylvania in central PA. I grew up in a very small town, with 50 people in it. No
Wow.
stoplights, basically in the sticks. They call it the sticks. Very rural area. It was a really good, I enjoyed growing up there. There was lots to do. Go on walks, go swimming, go dirt bike riding. But I currently live in State College, PA, where Penn State is, the university.
Okay.
So.
It's a bigger city, this one.
Yeah. A lot bigger than where I came from. It's not Philly or anything, but it's bigger.
And your family are back in your hometown, where they live as well, in your city you're living right now?
My mom and dad, they live where I grew up. They're still together. And my brother, he lives in Maryland. He's an aerospace engineer. He has his doctorates in that. And he just had a baby boy about a month ago.
Oh my God. Amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You saying that. My best friend, he lives in Canada, and he had a baby last night, the second one.
But
boy.
I'm so excited to be an uncle. I don't have any children of my own. And maybe one day I would like to have kids, but I want to make sure that I'm the best me for it, because I have a lot of, unfortunately, the past 20 years hasn't been the best. It's been pretty dark, but there's beauty in darkness, and it's a learning experience, and it just kind of grows you into this person that I want to help other people someday with what I've gone through, especially kids.
Absolutely. And when you're saying that through these 20 years, you've been faced some challenge moments, some, beauties as well. Are you okay to talk about that, or?
Oh, of course. I just talked about it earlier. I'm comfortable talking about it. In the 90s, being gay, it was terrifying. Okay. So I didn't have anybody to talk to. So I internalized it. And, on the outside, everything looked perfect. I was in soccer, was in karate, I was popular, got straight A's. But inside, I was terrified and dying, and I didn't know what to do with it. I tried forcing relationships with girls, but that didn't really turn out. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I grew up in an alcoholic family, and so with that in place, I learned codependency and not to deal with feelings. And how you deal with feelings is to take something to get rid of it. Yeah. So I unfortunately discovered I'm just gonna be honest with you about everything. I don't have anything to hide. Percocet. I took one of those, and it took away like what I thought was a miracle, like a heavenly experience. Was it just took away all the pain, the fears, the darkness. What I originally it did that, and then it just turned into the devil, basically.
So yes, I think those, all of us, you go through some dark times. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you cannot be yourself the way you are, or express yourself the way you genuinely is. That's it can be a big challenge. Sometimes you can go in a wrong direction to try to hide that or put that away, or try not to think about, or try to to put yourself in a, let's say, in a very calm place. Sometimes not the right decision. I think all of us, we have those moments as well. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for being open and talk about.
Well, of course, and I don't know, I don't want to hog all the time, but I just want to say, like, whenever I discovered whenever I came to State College when I was 21, I felt like I was able to, like, I get to go to the gay bar and like, because it was all foreign to me. And when I went there, I latched on to the first person that there was, and it became probably the most toxic, codependent relationship I've ever been in.
Wow.
And there was a lot of abuse and drug use, and he ended up taking his life. And that was very, very hard for me to deal with.
Absolutely.
So I've had a lot of traumas and stuff and loss in my life, but like I said, I want to use all that. I'm in this transitional stage where I want to use all that to help other people. So,
and I'm sure people watching the interview as well, they're gonna appreciate that, because for sure you're not the only one who went through that. A lot of people went through and still going through that situation. Sometimes just listen to someone talking from their hearts. It's a comforting moment, for sure.
yes.
Thank you. Justin, before, what do you do for a living?
Well, currently, I was at Ulta Beauty, and like I said, I'm in this transitional stage. I was a landscaper for a while, until I was in this really bad car accident where I shattered my femur, and I have a rod there now. So it limits like what I can do physically. But I went into Ulta Beauty because I'm interested in skincare and massages. I just feel like I'm maybe having this midlife crisis, trying to figure out, okay, I'm 42 years old. I don't want to rush stuff, but I kind of do. And when you rush things, it can kind of go the wrong way. But like I said, what I really want to do, after I get more healed and educated or whatnot, I want to help kids. But I've done a lot of various jobs in my life: caretaker, worked in skincare. It's all over the place. Worked for my dad's business. Just nothing like long-term career-wise. So, yeah.
That's why you have a very clear, beautiful skin.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, at least I got that going for me for being 42.
Amazing. Okay, Justin, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Of course.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So
the Magic Box. I was like, what is that? I'm excited.
So, I'm just going to play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question. Okay? Let's do it. Okay, Justin, just before we start the game, through the journey, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay? It's all very fun.
All right.
First question for you is, what did you think was the most challenging part of being a kid?
Of being a kid?
Yeah.
Like I had things happen to me when I was a kid. I felt like I had the perfect childhood, but like when I was exposed to something when I was 5 years old that a child shouldn't go through, and you know, and it was with an older woman that shouldn't have done certain things to me.
Mhm.
So that kind of, it just did something to me psychologically where I was acting out sexually in 4th grade, which is not normal. um, that was challenging for me, of course, when going through life without talking about that, and finally have been lately. And also struggling with my sexual identity, I think definitely was huge. But yeah, so that's what I have to say.
And the opposite of that, when you think about your childhood, let's say the best memories, the good memories, what comes to your mind naturally?
Oh my, Christmas, all the presents, the family vacations, I was blessed with that. I got to go whitewater rafting, which is so cool. It's just like I don't know, like the the summertime whenever you're like off school and with your friends and go do camp outs and just do all these adventures and stuff together that leave definitely imprints on your heart. And it's always good to like try to focus on the positives. Sometimes it's easy to focus on the negative, but I do, honestly, I had a great childhood besides certain things. Like
Mhm.
I had a lot of awesome friends that still to this day I talk to. And, the loyalty between the group of us it was unreal. And, yeah, I was involved in soccer, played that for 13 years, and
Wow.
in martial arts. I actually got a black belt, which is crazy.
Oh my God! Wow. Do you still practice or not anymore? Or was just through your childhood?
Well, in Tung Sudo, which is a Korean form of martial arts, I actually stopped in the year 2000, and I never really got back into it. But a lot of the forms and stuff I still remember. It's like riding a bike. It comes back to you. So
Amazing. There's always both positive and beautiful things as well, besides the challenge as a child, for sure.
Definitely. There's always beauty in something.
Absolutely. Next question. Let's do it. Next question. Justin, let's do it. Tough question now. If someone gave an envelope with your death date inside of it, would you open it or not? And why?
Wow, that's a good question. Oh. Oh my. Yeah, because if you open it up and it says, "Oh, you're gonna die in a week," that would definitely change how you want to live. But then again, like if I knew I was gonna die 4 years from now, I'd be like in this state of panic. Oh my God, I'm gonna die on this date. So I would say that I would not take the envelope and open it up, just because I don't want to live my life in fear and just like, oh, this is the date. I got to get all this accomplished before that date, So I would say not to open it.
Yeah, I think I would be so paranoid thinking about it as well. I wouldn't relax. I would, it would change my path, I think. You know what I mean? Because of that, for sure.
Would you open it?
No, I would put the envelope away. I would be a bit tempted, but I was like, no, just go away, please, just go away.
I know. It's temptation for sure, but
I'll
I prefer it.
I would pass as well. So I said, okay, no, I don't want to know. I just want to keep this way because there's like a magical, way of wondering when it's going to happen. But you don't think about it anyway. You just live life the way it should be, like day by day. And yeah, that's how I see it.
Yeah. Embrace each day and try to make the best of it each day, and then like the next day learn from what you did yesterday or something.
Yeah. Next question, Justin, let's do it. Before the next question, when I was checking a little bit your profile, I thought there a phrase on your Facebook that got my attention, and I would like to read for you, and you can tell me a little bit about, okay? It says there, break my heart, and I will love the next person even harder. When you say that, it's because based on your personal experience with love. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yes. So for some reason, me in relationships do not turn out well. I seem to attract narcissistic, emotionally unavailable people, and I get attached very easily. And when I'm with someone, I love hard, and I'm very extremely loyal, monogamous, and I guess my expectations are like too high for people because they always like end up on a dating app while I'm with them, or they're out running around cheating, or it's just it breaks my heart every time. And instead of like making me cold and bitter and full of anger, I feel like it's like opened my heart up more to be able to love, not just like people in relationships, just to love everything even more, that's just how I feel. Like love honestly is like the key to everything, I feel. And it's just I have a hard time understanding why some people just can't I don't know, can't love like I do, or like most people. I don't know.
Justin, what's your star sign? Just an astrology.
Scorpio.
I knew it. I knew it because the way you express yourself about love, about relationship, about to give yourself, you're very intense. This is so Scorpio. Guess what? Because I'm Scorpio as well.
Are you?
Which day are you?
I'm October 27th.
Oh my God, I'm November 17th, so very close.
Yeah.
When you say again?
I'm almost a Halloween baby.
I know, yes. Actually, you're saying that when you start describe yourself about relationship, give yourself too much, I was like, he might be Scorpio.
Do you have the same struggles as well, William?
I do. It's very interesting. When you're saying that, I could picture myself in your own words because, it's really difficult for, relationship, Scorpio, we can be very as well, let's say, possessive. We can, what's ours is ours. You know what I mean? You don't like share. Can be a little bit jealousy involved as well. It's part of us, I understand. But the older you get, you kind of know how to manage it. It's still there because it's part of our personality, but right. We are very intense. We are very touching. We like it's ours. What's ours? We like to give attention. We like to care about it. You know what I mean? To look after it properly in a good way. So I understand. I think Scorpio, it's a very intense. And when you love hard. You give this love, you show this love. It's so intense that sometimes it's, maybe the other person is not ready or doesn't know how to take it, doesn't know how to share it. So I totally understand your point. I think it's, that's why when I read your message, I was like, there's something here in Scorpio.
Yeah, that you picked up on that. That's crazy. I feel like sometimes our energies are too intense for people, or too much maybe. But that's just just not used to it, I guess. I don't know.
Absolutely. And I remember relationships I had in the past as well. I remember my ex-boyfriends. They're like, I was all the time touchy, all the time like, you know what I mean, like looking for this. Touch or attention, and you're like, okay, attention again, So I understand your point, but it comes from a good place. I know sometimes it can be like too much, but it comes from a good place. We just express ourselves in a very deep way, in a very intense way as well. I totally understand.
And also, like William, with losing people to death, like very important people in my life, like it makes me want to like obviously appreciate anybody that's in my life much more, because you never know. Like you just don't know. Something could happen tomorrow. Just one of my best friends. So I want to try to treat people as best that I can and give them the love that I have inside of me. just to show them appreciation and for being in my life and for what they do for me.
Absolutely. Next question for you is, Justin, what makes you most uncomfortable about dating?
The most uncomfortable about dating? Well, I would say, just I think it's from past issues with dating. I'm always afraid that they'll leave, like, they'll just out of nowhere block me or ghost me, because it's happened to me in the past. I'm like, what the heck did I do? As my ex-boyfriend, I was with him for 6 months and he ended up ghosting me after 6 months without even giving me closure or telling me why. So I have a little bit of fear when I'm dating, obviously, out of that, from that, but I'm still myself, still, spread or give out that love. But I just have a little, birdie saying, well, he's going to leave you or he's going to do this. So there's always a risk with love, love, there's a risk with it, but when you do find it, it'll be worth it, hopefully.
Absolutely, absolutely. And being a gay guy in your city, it's safe to be gay. You feel like you can be yourself 100%. The gay community there, it's kind of big or small.
To be honest with you, William, well, obviously where I grew up, it's not okay. I would never walk down the street holding somebody's hand. It's very conservative, very redneck, maybe you call it, Confederate flags, all that stuff. So I just have to be careful with where. Up here in State College, I'm comfortable with holding someone's hand in public, or I'm not real big on PDA. I'm not going to start down someone's throat, but the gay community here, it's a big college town, so it's probably, I really don't have that many gay friends, to be honest with you. I have 2 in which is a neighboring city, and maybe 1 or 2 in State College. So it's not like being in Philly or a bigger city where it's very huge and there's things going on for gay people. There's nothing here really, unfortunately. And yeah.
All right. Next question. Let's do it. All right. Next question is, how would you describe a perfect, healthy relationship?
Well, I definitely, someone that's completely on page, I'm willing to compromise things, but the things that I would want, monogamous, obviously, committed, loyal, and shows me the love and the affection back that I give, because a lot of times I don't receive what I give out, and I just want to feel loved and appreciated, and just where we're communicating is a big thing. Communication, and a lot of the people I dated didn't have that, and it ended up becoming a disaster and blowing up. But definitely communication, and just are striving and are ambitious just to keep moving forward, and have our own identities, but also just be in the same mission or same, just, I don't know how to describe it. Just love each other and enjoy this journey of life. And there's so many good possibilities that can come from that's for sure. But I guess that's my ideal of a healthy relationship. Those qualities, definitely communicate.
Yeah, communication, I think, is the main key of a relationship. You know what I mean? You need to be able to communicate, to express yourself. You are sharing a life with someone, so the communication needs to be there. You know what I mean? You cannot not be uncomfortable, talk about things, or ashamed. You need to be open and communicate yourself. That's the main thing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. Let's do it. Justin, before the next question, Pennsylvania. tell me something interesting about the states. What stands out, Pennsylvania, compared with other states in the US? Something unique, something that's, in your opinion, you cannot find anywhere in other states in the US.
I mean, Pennsylvania is very beautiful. It has rolling hills, has mountains, just a lot of lakes and ski resorts. And well, obviously Philadelphia, you know, like where they signed the Declaration of Independence and the Liberty Bell, and Philadelphia, I believe, at one point was the nation's capital. At one point, yeah, there's a very diverse people, a lot of diversity. You can go from, like, you know, the rednecks up here to very you know, to liberal, or just trying to think of what else. I mean, there's a Philly cheesesteak. I mean, you can't get that anywhere else.
What's that? Tell me, a Philly steak?
Cheesesteak, like I don't know. Philadelphia is known for its cheesesteaks. So some people try to knock it off in other states, but it just still doesn't taste the same. And I don't know, like, honestly, William, my soul honestly yearns for a place by the ocean. I love it here. You never forget where you came from. So my roots are here, but I'm yearning for somewhere else.
Great. Next question is, what's something you wish you could do every single day?
Every single day. Right now, in my mindset, is because I still don't have it. I just still to cuddle with someone every single day. I love just laying there and holding someone that you love. Is just doing that every day is just beautiful. I would love it.
Totally agree with you. Oh my God, I need that as well.
Yeah, hugs. You gotta have hugs too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've been missing that for quite a while now.
Oh, well, we'll get there, William. We'll get there. You have really good energy and good vibes, so
we get there. I totally agree. It will come. The right one will come the right time. That's what.
Exactly.
For exactly. Sure. Next one. Let's do it. Okay. Next question is, what is your idea of a perfect day?
Perfect day. A perfect day to me would be obviously getting through it with being sober, without using any substance to get through it. Well as just, I feel like accomplishing something. It may be something simple like making your bed or making a doctor's appointment. And also the big thing for me is like doing something for somebody else, like every day, because that's like what fills my spirit, you know, because in my opinion, that's the only thing that matters in the end of life, is what, you know, the kindness that you give and like filling that spirit up, you know, or the soul up with spiritual things. So, that would be a perfect day, just knowing I helped somebody else out and that I accomplished something for me to better myself.
Amazing. Are you do you consider yourself to be more of a day person or a night person?
Honestly, I would say mornings are not for me. Yeah, I am like a grizzly bear in the morning. It's like for a good 2 hours, and especially if I don't have coffee. My mom used to come in my bedroom singing like I don't know what she would sing, but I still have like PTSD from it. She'd come in singing, waking us up when we were kids, and I'm like, Mom, please stop. But yeah, I'm more of a nighttime person, William.
All right.
What about you?
I'm more of a day person. I'm an early bird. Oh my God. My day goes, actually, when I was younger, it was the opposite. But let's say for the last 20 years, more or less, or 15 years, I'm more of an early bird. I love waking up morning. I function better in the morning. Yeah, always being. I'm full of energy. Even when I go to work, my colleagues go like, "Oh my God, where does energy come from? My goodness, we're just waking up now." So yeah, for me, it's like yeah, I always had that. Sorry.
I wish I had that quality. That's awesome.
I think it's not right or wrong. I think you need to see how your body works, how your personality, you know what I mean, takes. I think it all depends how you feel good about, you know, being a day or night person. There are no rules, you know what I mean? It's just the way you find yourself. Maybe in a year time, I'll be like a night person, you know what I mean? You never know. Sometimes you can change it. So
Yeah, that's exactly right. I feel like you can adapt to whatever. One thing I can't adapt to is a third shift. It just took a toll on me. I can't stay up till 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I'm getting too.
right. Another question for you, Justin. Next question for you is, tell me 3 things that you are most grateful for.
3 things. Okay. Oh boy, I'm definitely grateful for, I mean, this is probably typical family and friends that have stood by my side and have not left my side for the past 42 years. I mean, you know, a lot of these people, you know, I've definitely put through the ringer with my behaviors and with my actions and whatnot. They stood by my side because they know like the potential that I have, and they believe in me wholeheartedly. And sometimes I take that for granted, and I shouldn't. But then when I sit down, I'm like, wow, they're still on my side. Like, they really care about me, you know? So, you know, my parents, my brother, and some close friends. I'm grateful for my dog.
Oh,
I love him so much. He's a black lab. He's 12. He's going to be 12. And it's really hard to see him getting older, but he still acts like a puppy, you know? Name's Gunner, and I was supposed to take him to the vets earlier, but it got canceled. So, but I'm grateful for him, and I'm grateful. Oh boy, I'm grateful, honestly, for my health and that I can walk, because I was in that car accident. I easily could have been killed or paralyzed, and luckily. It was only my leg, you know, and I'm walking now. So it's like, that's cool, because it's terrifying when you get your leg broken and you're like, can't move. Wow. But so I'm grateful for those 3 things, William.
Amazing. Very good. Very good. I can feel shining talking about this grateful thing that you are right now. I think that's what matters. Come from your heart.
Aww.
Right. I have 3 questions left for you. Okay. Let's do it.
Perfect.
Before the next question, Justin, you're saying about to have a brother. What's the biggest similarity between both of you, and what's the biggest difference?
Oh boy, the biggest, you know, we were best friends growing up. We were very close. We're similar, and how are we similar? Because we seem like we're opposites. You know, we have the similar you know, he doesn't show emotions and stuff, but he has the same intensity to love and is loyal. I think that I've seen that in my brother, and I think that's what a similarity we share. Now, a difference is he's a man of few words. He doesn't talk that much, and he doesn't show emotions. So, and I'm the opposite. I kind of talk a lot. I'm social or extroverted more so, and show emotions, feelings, you know. So that would be the difference.
Very good. Next question is, what motivates you the most in life?
What motivates me most in life? Because, okay, what motivates me is I'm living on borrowed time. And I'm sorry I'm talking about negative stuff, but it's just
it's just your moment in your life right now. They're not right or wrong. It's just the way
right. Yeah, it's just what it's created or what it's made me into. So in 2003, I almost died. I had a 5 to 10% chance to live. And I wasn't supposed to live at all. I was in a coma, and Uh, I woke up on my dad's birthday, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, I wasn't, they called me the miracle child. I was 23 years old. And what motivates me is obviously my higher power or whoever, it wasn't my time. So I'm here on earth for a reason. And and that's what motivates me is like, I'm here for a reason. So I should make the best life that I can and to help other people. So, yeah, that's what I think motivator is almost dying.
Amazing, Just. I think you said everything now. I think you are just, living life. Things will come. Challenges will come, and it's just the way how you pick yourself up. You know what I mean? That's the real challenge. And you went through tough time, and the best thing is because you see the positivity, you see the lesson, you see the you meant to do that or to pass through that for some reason, and you are there to share your experience and to help people out there. So yeah, so I think everything counts in the end of the day.
Everybody has that in them. It's just sometimes the dark times just like makes you appreciate definitely the better times. And I've always noticed going through the darkness, it's always blessings were always on the other side. Even in the light, there's always hope. So, but
yeah, and as they say, you always can find, there's always light in the darkest place as well. So there's always light everywhere. 2 questions left for you. Let's do it. Next question for you is, what gives you butterflies?
Ooh, butterfly.
Ooh.
I used to get them all the time when I was a kid, man. Like butterflies is like playing this epic soccer, or you score the finishing or the final goal and you win the game. But that was in the past. What now gives me butterflies is obviously someone that you like, and they show the same interest back, and you just get like, you feel like a little schoolboy, getting those butterflies over that sexy guy. I obviously that I can't think of anything else. I'm looking forward to this trip to Phoenix at the end of the month. And I kind of have butterflies thinking of that and being on the airplane, seeing my friend out there. But I'm terrified of flying, by the way. I always feel like I'm going to fall through the roof of the plane for some reason. Awful.
But how many hours the flight from there to Phoenix?
Depending on the layovers, that's what gets you. I mean, it can go from anywhere from like 4 or 5, I think. I don't know what the straight shot is, maybe 5, or I could be wrong. Or it could be 12 hours from the layovers, Nice. And, but I'm excited about that. Yeah, it's kind of giving me butterflies.
Amazing. Ready for the last one?
Yeah, it's going so quick.
Oh, I know.
Let's ask you a question.
Oh my God, we're getting there. Let's do it. But before the last question, Justin, through those 2 years, the world went upside down regarding the COVID crisis. Yeah? For you, what's the biggest positive impact that COVID crisis brought to your personal life? And also the most negative parts, if you can share.
Yes, of course. Excuse me. I would say, this COVID crisis brought everybody together more. I know personally, like my roommates spent a lot more quality time together. We're all off work, and we weren't allowed. I mean, unfortunately, I couldn't see my family for a while or see, other people. But in the positive side, it allowed my roommates and I to grow closer and just overall grow closer. And a negative to it was because of the crisis, I wasn't able to go to like a meeting, like for like a 12-step meeting. to sit and be physically by people and talk about things. Instead, they ended up putting it on Zoom, thankfully, at one point, but it was rough in the beginning until they did that. So, but, and obviously I had COVID a couple times, so that wasn't pleasant, twice. But I got through it. My high school friend, God bless her, she died from it. And, so it was a serious thing, and I hope it dies out soon.
Yeah. Right. Last question for you is, if you could go back in time in one moment or memory in your life, what that would be and why?
Maybe go back to a Christmas morning whenever you're a kid, and how excited you felt, and seeing the smiles on your parents because they're so excited. Opening those presents and just the butterflies that you get beforehand. That's one feeling and one thing that I miss a lot. They were beautiful. So, and I want to be there whenever my one cat and my dog were alive, so I can see them too.
Sweet. Okay, Justin, not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words. Just tell me one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. One word for family.
Togetherness.
Money.
Money. Deceit.
One word. One word for love.
My gosh, love. Myself.
Okay. Life.
I'm bombing this. Life. One word for life. Challenge. A journey.
Okay. Sex.
Love.
Politics.
Corrupt.
Religion.
Closed-minded.
Okay. Friendship.
Loyalty.
Desire.
Must.
Regret.
None.
Success.
Always.
Wish.
Desire.
Happiness.
Peace.
One word for State College. The town you live now.
Youth.
One word for Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Interesting.
And the last one now, USA. One word.
Hope.
Okay. Let's pretend now we're going to meet your best friend for a coffee. And I'm going to ask your best friend, what is the most beautiful thing about Justin? And what is something that he still needs to improve on, to work on? What your best friend would say?
She would say that despite everything that I've put her through, that I'm a very kind-hearted, loving person, from genuine, authentic. I'm genuine, authentic. I can picture my friend saying that, but I can also picture her saying, I've been a real pain to her. I haven't always been a good friend, especially if I become self-absorbed and self-centered, and then I forget to reach out, or I don't reach out, or I'm like self-obsessed with maybe a relationship or something else, and then I end up neglecting, my friends, but I was taking her granted for, So, but she loves me, and I gotta, and I'm very blessed that I have her. Very blessed.
Oh,
So
amazing. She'll be very happy to see that in the interview for sure.
yeah, I'm excited.
Say again?
I said I'm excited for her to see it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, let's play now Justin and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's play the music one more time. Let's do it. Okay, Justin from Pennsylvania, you can ask me a question now.
Okay. If you had one wish, what would it be and why?
Well, I like the question. Okay, if I had just one wish, thinking about, people, if I could open people's minds, you know what I mean? Those people, they have a very closed mind, of a very stubborn way of approaching life. If I could open their minds, just to be more approachable, just to be more understanding, just to be more, understanding about, even if you don't understand, or if you don't agree, or if it's something different of your religion, your part of your life. But if you respect, if you try to understand, I think the world would be in a better place. I think, you know what I mean? I think sometimes the most difficult part of a closed mind person is if they don't want to open their mind. You know what I mean? That's the most difficult, because some people, all of us, we have things that we don't understand. You know what I mean? Something that we never seen before. But if you aim to learn, or to understand, or to educate yourself, I think it's a good path. But those people who doesn't want to understand, or doesn't want to, you know what I mean, to be educated, to explore different areas, a different way of seeing life, I think that's the problem. And if I could, somehow open their minds, or explain, or try to find a way, I think that would be a wish for sure.
I love that. I totally love that wish. Yeah, that is fantastic. Yeah, I wish it would come true, and I hope it does.
Yes. It's slowly you get there. At one point, I think people there. I think nowadays, I have the impression, the feeling that somehow the people they are more understanding. I think with the technology now, the information is so visible. There's no way for you not to see it. It's very, spread the information around with social media and also everywhere. So there's you cannot run away anymore. It's there. You need to face it. You need to. To see that, and that's what I believe as well.
Yeah, it's like I respect like all religions, and I take a little piece of each religion and just take from it. So I'm not going to say you're wrong. I just kind of just do my thing and open to it. So
yeah. I think, saying that, I think people, it's okay for you to follow your religion or way of facing life, but just try to understand that there are other people in a different part, or believe in something different, and it's okay. You know what I mean? I think if you understand and respect, I think it's a good start for sure. Justin, did you have a good time?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I really did. I just I was fumbling over words and things, but I really enjoyed this interview with you. And I really am grateful that you picked me. I'm like, oh my God, I got picked for this. We're like, oh, it's a scam. Oh, it's not. And I think what you're doing is wonderful. It's interesting, wonderful. And I really believe you're going to go far with whatever you're doing. So thank you.
No, thank you. Thanks for taking the time. Thanks for being sweet. And also thanks for being so open about your challenges in life, in your good memories as well. I think, as I said before, sometimes I think people watching the interview, sometimes they appreciate that just the fact that there is people in the other part of the world, or anywhere else, that's they're sharing, or they went through the same situation as you did in the past. And when you talk about, you are you are relieving yourself. At the same time, you are helping other people out there as well. So thanks so much for being so open and to talk about your challenges in life.
Of course.
But before you go, if you can share a positive message or a positive quote, something that you live by.
No matter how hard life gets or how beaten down that you are, there's always hope. There's always a light. You're never alone with what you go through. Never. There's always somebody watching you and protecting you. And don't let life bring you bitterness and anger. Allow yourself to love unconditionally, and the love will always, win. And I don't know. And know that you're worth it. We're all on this earth for a reason. We all have a purpose, and everybody is special in their own way. And we all need to be together and love each other. I sound like a hippie.
Amazing. Justin, it was a pleasure. Thanks so much for being kind and sweet. I really appreciate connecting with you. It was a pleasure. And one day I come to Pennsylvania. I have so many guests on the show from Philadelphia. And I'd love to come one day and to meet everyone. And I would let you know as well. It would be amazing.
Yes, please message me. I would love to have coffee or something.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. Okay. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.